Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Franknet Sewing Machine shop here in Birmingham. My name's Lucy and I'm the shop manager here, and today we're going to have a look at the brand new, totally spanking, just launching today, Euphoria from BabyLock. So this is the cover stitch only dedicated machine, brand new. I'm so excited to get it out of the box. We've literally just had our delivery the other day, yesterday in fact, and yeah, we can't wait to have a look because this has got some new features and it's kind of the top of the range air threading cover stitch machine. So let's get it out. First of all, this is always fun because we never know quite how it's all going to be laid out in the box. So it's obviously quite a big machine because it does have a longer body, and we'll take a closer look at that when we've got it on the bench. So inside the box we have manual. You're always going to need that. It now comes with a knee lift as well, which we can attach in a bit. Foot control as standard, and our accessory pouch. Let's put that on there, that on there. Something else hiding down here. Oh, that's its cover as well. So it's just like a kind of plastic slip cover. So it's about the same size as the Gloria by the looks of it. Oh. Okay. There we go. Yes, definitely similar in stature to the Gloria and the Ovation. Got the presser foot lifter on the right hand side, so that's nice and out the way, so that's kind of taking definitely more like the Gloria in the way that it threads as well on that chain looper. But yeah, so what we've got now is this much wider area compared to the other cover stitch machine that's available in the range, and the automatic thread delivery as well instead of having dials. So this is using the BabyLock technology that they have in the rest of the ranges on their overlockers, but with the cover stitch needles as well. So looking forward to giving it a try. Let's get the bits of tape off and anything else. We do have a foot control already set up here. Bring that up, let's get it on and have a look at the lighting. So we've got lovely LED lighting there as well, a very bright and clear area. It's quite a sunny day today, so maybe we can't see the full advantage of it at the moment, but looks a very nice workspace. So there is a couple more accessories that are with the BabyLock machines, but they are hidden. So if we open up this section here, we'll see we've actually got as well our other tools that we need to change needles. We've got a needle set. I'll get these bits out. So screws for the accessories, tweezers, cleaning brush, needle changing, Allen torque screwdriver thing, and a set of needles as well. So because this is a cover stitch machine, we do have to use a specific type of needle, and that is the El705 needles, and you've got a range of sizes there as well. It's already got 3 in the machine because all cover stitches have got 3 needles, and then you can change them and swap them and however many you need. So there is a little sample on here at the moment. Let's have a quick look. I did have a pair of scissors around. There they are. So that's what the 3 needle cover stitch looks like. And so we'll just get it, take off these bits and thread it up and show you how this air threading works as well. Right, so needles up. So we'll just have to pull these bits through, which is going to be a little bit more tricky. Didn't think about this bit, did we? There we go. So that's out the loopers. And we might just have to pull these through this way. That's the sample threads. So we've got a very sturdy thread stand here as well. Yeah, it just feels very impressive on the table. So let's give this a go. So you see we've got the space for 4 threads. I'm just trying to decide which ones I'm going to use as the, yes, I was going to do the green as the chain looper underneath so we can get a bit of contrast. And then these 3 for the needles. So we open up the doors here to reveal the threading system. So in order to kind of get it into the threading mode, we turn that to threading. Turn the wheel until the looper snaps together. So this is very similar to the overlocker range in BabyLock as well, in the way that that all snaps together for the air threading. So, God, the space is just massive. It's quite a big machine. So we'll do the chain looper first, because that's what we've just connected there. So with this thread, we go down into it, behind the guide there. We're doing all of this with the foot raised, of course. And then when we're behind that guide, it slips into that bit there. And then pull, you probably want a little bit of quite a bit of excess into the tray here, probably just to fill the threading tray here. And then pop into the port about an inch if you can, and just tap it in. And we'll press this button. And that's pulled it all through. And if we open out this cover, we'll be able to see that that thread has now appeared into the cover stitch tray there, into the threading tray. That's exactly where it needs to be. And we'll keep it in threading mode to do the needles, because that will mean that the needle threader is in the correct position. So these snap into the back, and then as long as it's going right down into that guide, you know it's in the correct position. Into these guides here, so following the threading path underneath the metal part, up and over, and then we've got all these separate guides here. It's actually easiest to thread the needles from the left to the right, I've just remembered, because the guide goes in like that, so but never mind, we can sort that out. So for the needle threader, we've got C1, C2 and C3, so this is for all the needles. If I want to thread C3 over there on the far right, I just need to pop that over there, engage the threader, put it in between those bits there. You'll hear it kind of snap in, you can feel it kind of click into position, and then raise it up. So this is making it really easy. Let's do these ones quickly as well. Now we're on C2, engage, click in and raise. That does work much better actually than some of the other needle threaders on other machines. So on the last one. Lovely, and that's it, machine's threaded up, ready to go. So we can re-engage our table. Now, one of the features of the BabyLock machines is obviously that it won't run unless we've got this into serging mode. They do still call it serging, even though it's cover stitching. So we'll just flip that back up to release those tubes, that tube underneath there. And then we can flip that up as well. So we've got our differential feed over on this side, which will be familiar for people with the BabyLock already, but so N for normal, and then our kind of bringing it in and stretching it out options as well, with depending on the stretch of your material. Stitch length hiding underneath here, so you just literally turn that to, and that's all in millimeters as well. Even though these are automated, we do have that's the needle threads. Yes, so these are all automated for the thickness of the material, so we don't have to worry about that. We've got it on auto here. If you do want to make an adjustment, then you can, but we're just going to leave it on the 0 because it's all, you know, calibrated in there. We want to kind of get the best out of the operation. But our chain looper, we do have some control over, but we'll just stick with that on the factory setting, I think, for now, just to see how that goes. So I've got some lycra, lovely stretchy lycra here, something that's should give us a good indication of the stitch. I was reaching for the back. It's at the side. That just takes a little bit of getting used to. feels very positive, very nice. And I believe that you can chain off with this one. I can't remember though. Yes, we can. Perfect. That makes it really easy, so you don't have to fiddle around at the end with tucking them in and bringing them out. And here we go. Beautiful, stretchy, flat cover stitching. So depending on what material you're using, you might want to shorten that stitch. That's on 4 at the moment, so that is the longest one available. To be honest here, I probably would have set that maybe to 3. Let's just have a... And this is obviously on the 3 thread. We can pop this onto 2 thread to make it much narrower, or keep it as a wide cover stitch. And all you have to do is remove the needles. Oh, it's so nice to just chain off. Yeah, I think that's a bit better on the for this kind of material. You've got a slightly better finish on the back. So you've just got to mess around with the stitch length settings in order to get it looking its best for whichever fabric you're using. So if we were to, just to show you an example of what it looks like when it's narrow, we'd literally have to remove the needles, not just the thread, you have to actually take the needles away as well. So if we just snip off, say, the far left, so that's needle C1, so we'll remove the thread from there. And then just a little screwdriver in. Don't undo the screw all the way because you may lose it, so it just needs to be loosened off and then the needle will come out there. And we do have a little needle keeper over to the right hand side of the machine, a little magnetic strip where you can keep your spares for next time. So this will then just work as doing the narrow, which I'm loving this, that you don't have to fiddle around with the threads, just with the chain off. That's really, really nice. And so that's an example of the narrow finish. So the BabyLock cover stitches are so precise, so beautifully consistent. I mean, it doesn't skip a beat at all. Very impressive. So in the same vein, you can just remove another needle and use it as a chain stitch machine. So just doing a straight line of stitching, which is really good for denims and thicker things that you might want a really strong seam on, or some people even use them for tacking and kind of making up toiles, because the chain stitch can easily be pulled away. So it's a very versatile machine. A great addition to anyone who's got the room, I think. You'll agree, it's impressive on the table. It feels really positive to use and very solid. So yeah, we look forward to hopefully showing it to some of you soon. They're available now, so if you've got any questions, give us a call. They are now up online. So yeah, we look forward to answering any questions you may have about the machine and hopefully speak to you soon. I hope you've had a good look at the machine, and yes, our first YouTube video for a while, so thanks for coming back and seeing what we're up to. So take care of yourselves, have a like below, and if you've got any questions, just give us a question in the comments and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Bye for now.